Hello folks. You know, I've been a proud member and supporter of the Academy of Model Aeronautics for over 50 years. I'm a life member and have a 4-digit AMA number. I originally joined so I could fly at many flying sites due to the liability and fabulous insurance provided. You know, the magazines we get every month are also fantastic and I enjoy reading them every month. But now, all these multi-rotored machines that have been dubbed drones by the media have become so easy to fly that many non-AMA members simply buy them and go fly them with no regard to others. And I get that because a lot of the flying clubs never liked us helicopter pilots either, and today they really don't want drones at their flying sites. It's mostly because they can't fly fixed-wing planes with drones or helicopters hovering all over the runway. Well, I get that. So being rejected to drone pilots simply go wherever they want and fly. So you've got to ask yourself, you know, if your AMA number and the FAA number are on the drone, they would have to get the drone in order to get the number. I've seen some pretty fast drones, but I'm sure anyone with ill intent would definitely put those numbers on the drone, right? You know, it's kind of like guns. Do you really think someone with ill intent's going to buy and register a gun legitimately? Well, since it's a pretty well-known fact that I own many drones and helicopters and big airplanes and everything from my review videos, I had to register. I registered because although the AMA is pushing hard to have the FAA use our AMA numbers as registration number and automatic renewals, and that appears to be positively being accepted by the FAA, but it's unlikely it will happen before the deadline of February 19th. So the way I understand it is that if you do buy a drone online or at a store, you're going to have to register it with the FAA or join the AMA, maybe on the spot, before you could actually fly it. And many of you that got Christmas presents had to register it before Christmas before you could fly. I'm sure you all did. Anyway, here's exactly how it looked in the sign-up process and why I signed in protest.
Okay, I've set the scale for exactly 249 grams, and that means anything that I put on there that weighs more than that's going to tip it, and that's going to be qualified as having to be registered. So if you own any of these, just put this number on it. If you have anything with that size battery, going to have to register. Now it obviously tips the scale. Forward roll. Okay, 3 of those tips the scale. Oh, that's over.
Well, I don't like what I'm reading here. It's confusing and contradictory. But as you can see, I've got no choice except to proceed. So if you own some machines like these following examples, flying or not, we are required to register with the FAA. And the penalties are from $7,500 to $250,000. So as you can see, it's not just about quads. So until I hear from the AMA that our AMA number on our planes is good enough, I won't have to worry about finding a pen that the ink won't come off or trying to find a place where I don't already have my AMA number on. You know, it's also good for lost aircraft and the main reason I always put my number on my planes. But, you know, all good AMA members already do that. And you know, it'd be a lot of work for me to go around and have to put a new number on everything in addition. Well, but before I go through all that trouble, I'm giving all my support to the AMA in hopes that at least they can convince the FAA to do that we have been doing for 80 years, and that is registering. Well, I understand what the FAA is trying to do, but I don't understand these guidelines. They're kind of confusing. I mean, flying around other people. I mean, people come all the time. You can't help it. Okay, I get what the FAA is trying to do and keep us safe, but these guidelines are pretty confusing. I mean, what do you mean don't fly around people? I could fly out to the cemetery and wait for an hour before people go away, and it's pretty dead out there. So how about just letting us use our AMA number as we've been doing in the past? It's logical. That's probably why it won't get done.